Liz Blake speaking, and this is day 23 of 30 Days Live. Tonight, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about being stuck in a corporate culture and wanting more. If you're watching this, you're probably working in a corporate framework, and in a very real sense, um, you are a commodity. And I don't mean to be insulting because you may be being paid a very good salary. Um, but as a corporate framework, of course, is really a faceless identity. It's not like a family business where there's personal stake there. Um, there is, there's no in a corporate framework. There's no familial or societal loyalties. No, there's no stake in you. Okay, so in that way, you as a corporate person, no matter how expert you are a commodity, and and there's more to life than that. And as an employee, in that way, you're replaceable, you are dispensable, and so there's always this tension of having to measure up, which is very different to measuring up to your own goals and life goals and ambitions, where you've got the capacity to go where you want to go. So uh, there are many people so you will be one of those persons in in a corporate environment that has a master skill. You'll definitely have skills or you wouldn't be there, but you may have a master skill, something that's really quite unique, or you've got some depth in, or you may have a hobby that you just wish you had more time to do. And it's interesting, it's amazing when we can do a hobby on the side or an interest on the side, something that's for us. It actually makes the rest of our life a lighter load to carry. Also, in this corporate environment, there is a limitation to the control that you have, and of course, there are skills in having influence, etc., but being in control. And this is why there is a lot of people in the corporate environment who are starting a side gig on the side. In America, they call it a side hustle. I call it a side gig. Um, but now in that corporate environment, you are part of that brand. Now, whether you're there for 2 years, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, not usually 10 years these days, but you are part of that brand, and yeah, you're just part of that brand and the culture, etc. But there is a hunger inside of us to express ourselves because we're born that way. We are born to uh, grow into full human, expressions of ourselves, unique expressions. And instead of being the corporate brand, you can express your own personal brand through your own business. For instance, if you are recruiting, or you work in recruitment uh, in a corporate environment, you will know a whole set of professional processes, legal processes, best practices, and that's something that's got some value, of course, in there as an employee. But there's opportunity to teach other small businesses, or even entrepreneurs. But well, entrepreneurs can have quite large businesses, obviously, but you can teach smaller business owners those high level skills. And another one is, for instance, let's say you're a whiz at reading figures and being able to create strategy and solve real business problems and forecast business problems in a corporate environment. This is something that small business does not is not born with. People in small business usually have an idea that they've got a product, and then they've got to learn all those other things. So you can create a personal brand outside of the corporate. For instance, and here's another one. And I'm saying this because there are examples of people I personally know of all these. successfully doing all these things. So what about the area of law? Let's say if you're an area of law, that is, obviously it's costly for people to access. It might be a particular niche of law, and the value of that to small business people or entrepreneurs is quite amazing. Um, there's also, for instance, you may have staffing in the health system. Now, I know people who have got an incredible business. Well, I know one person who's got an incredible business in that, who's gone from a corporate to their own business by providing an amazing value from their skill set to others. And so it's quite amazing. It's very true that, as you help other people achieve their dreams or get what they want, you get what you want. And so this is the opportunity. And I just wanted to lay this out a little bit for those, if you're watching, you will be already thinking of this. The opportunity of expressing your own personal brand and being in control. So if you're thinking of that and being valued by and the not being sort of behind the scenes all the time in a corporate environment, but being valued by your clients and even having a community that is your clients. Like, this is really amazing stuff. And this is very real. And this is what a small business does. This is what an entrepreneur can enjoy and does enjoy. Now, why I'm saying all this is that there is a model, and I consult in this area. I consult in this specific model that is extremely successful, and I consult in that, and that model facilitates all those examples I gave you, and any domain, any kind of business venture. This model facilitates that very, very well when it is done well. And that is why I wanted to speak to you about that, because you can go from being stuck in a corporate container, wanting more, to having what you want. And so I'm going to be demonstrating this very soon in the next few weeks. So leave a comment or direct message me if you'd like to be on an invitation list to have a look at that.